Hey guys, for 0, I'm going to do 2 different videos. The first one's going to be all of the multiplying, and I've actually kind of numbered these based off of the assignment. So the first little section is going to be number 1, and then that second section, the third section, fourth section, actually fourth and fifth kind of together there. So you can skip ahead and get to the exact example you need as needed there. So number 1, real quick. Basically, this first part is just FOIL. If you remember FOIL, that was our 4-letter F word that we talked about. And it's just a really fancy way of remembering the distributive property. So what that looks like again is F-O-I-L, and it stands for first. Oops. Okay, I don't know why it won't let me do the T. There we go. Outside, inside, and last. And it was just kind of a way to help us remember to do distributive property. And for those of you who've had me before, we've talked about how that's, our quote 4-letter F word. It's a naughty word in the math room because it doesn't help you actually remember what you're doing. But we do call it FOIL a lot still. But basically, what it's saying is you take the first 2 terms, the 3x times the x. Well, that's just distributing, because the next thing I'm going to do is take the 3x times the negative 8. So 3x times x is 3x squared. And then I'm going to have a 3x times negative 8, which is negative 24x. So that was the 2 outside terms. Then the inside ones, and then the last, just comes from taking the negative 5 and distributing. So negative 5x and 40. Then from here, what we're going to do is combine like terms. And that's my answer. Okay, so it's just really fancy distributive property. You might remember it being called FOIL. What's weird about number 2 is that it's really tempting to just take this squared and distribute it in. If you do that, that is incorrect. Okay, anytime I have something being squared, remember that's the same thing as saying it's being multiplied times itself, which has led us to another distributive property problem. I guess I'll go ahead and finish it really quick if you really want it. Okay, like so. Then number 3, it's the same idea. Again, I'm going to have to write it down twice so that I can FOIL. That's a Y, not a 4. Do my really fancy distributive property here. What the third set of questions is testing is, do you know what to do with exponents when you multiply them? This is not going to be 25x to the 25th. It is 25x to the 10th. Remember that you add exponents. Okay, add those in. So then it would be, let's see, negative 5x to the 5th y minus 5x to the 5th y plus y squared. Okay, doing that bottom. And you can finish from there. Combining my like terms. Number 4, this is where if you depend heavily on FOIL, this is where it's going to fail you. Notice over here, it has 3 terms. So FOIL doesn't really work anymore. You can still call it FOIL if that helps you remember what to do. But this time, we're going to have to distribute 3 times. So 2x times 3x squared is 6x cubed, right? Because this would have like an imaginary exponent of 1, and then you add those, so it would be 3. And then it would be minus 2x squared plus 20x. Okay, then I'm going to have to distribute on the bottom side. And I hope I can squeeze it all in. Maybe if I zoom in, it'll help. All right, so that'll be plus 3x squared minus x plus 10. Now combine like terms. There's nothing that can combine with an x cubed. Looks like I have a couple different x squareds to make a 1x squared, or just x squared. A couple different regular boring x's to make 19x. And last but not least, that plus 10. Final question for this video is going to be number 6. On the 6th set of questions, they're going to give you a whole bunch of parentheses and tell you to multiply. Do it one pair at a time. So start here. Okay, multiply. That's going to be 4x squared. I'm sorry, that should be minus x plus 4x minus 1. Go ahead and combine like terms. That is the new parentheses that this green, these two greens just became. Now go ahead and just drag down the next parentheses and multiply. Oh, whoops, why did I go 3 times? What am I doing? Here we go. Distribute, distribute, distribute. Okay, you're going to get another set of parentheses from this. I don't know what it is. I haven't done it. But then you'll just drag this down and you'll distribute, distribute. I'm guessing it's going to distribute like that. Okay, so just keep distributing until you run out of things to distribute. All right, stay tuned for video number 2.